Third part of when your mafia boyfriend forced you to and didn't know about your trauma. Author point of view. You stepped out of the bathroom with the help of Rosie as your nausea and dizziness had weakened you. Rosie, you are doing good, Jan. Stay strong. You nodded and sat down on the bed. Jan, tough months are past. I think I can do this now. Rosie, but you still need to focus on your diet. You are weak. Sean, I am trying. Rosie, well, what's your plan after delivery? I mean, will you? Sean, I will leave. Taehyung was standing at the door and heard it. You saw him when he walked in, and you were seeing him after months. He was panting heavily as he came near you, and his sight sent mixed feelings to your heart. Ta, wait outside. He ordered Rosie and she left. His eyes were fixed on you. Ta, how are you? While craning your neck, you had been staring at him. Jan, caged. Your one word answer pushed him in the depths of guilt. With your one hand on your belly, you struggled to stand up. He moved to help, but you did not let him. Ta, did you had miscarriage before? You never told me. You scoffed. Jan, would that change your mind? He brushed his face with his hands. Ta, I can never put your life in danger. If I had known that, you mean, yeah, what traumatized me was his behavior, and you did the same. You yelled at the top of your voice. He got closer and put his hands on your face, his fingers at the back of your ears. Ta, I lost my sanity when you were about to. The child, you never told me the real reason. Jan, you can put it all on my head to free yourself. He removed his hands. Ta, I love you, Jan. He pleaded as his eyes showed the pain, and you pushed him back, tears silently flowing out of your eyes. Ta, I didn't want it like this. I never. Ta, Jan, he grabbed your hand. Let's. I only want your safety. Let us. He did not look like a normal person. It's too late now. He shook his head as tears left his eyes. Ta, no. We will find some way. Not leaving your hand, he was insisted on the same point. Jan, leave me. Ta, no, I will not. Jan, just let go. Ta, no. With other hand, you slapped him, and he sobbed while his head was low. Jan, you wanted me to give birth to this child and then leave, so you will get it. His knees hit the floor and his arms hanging beside him. Ta, I don't want to lose you. I don't. You harshly rubbed away your tears. Jan, you lost me when you left me in this room. He was crying loudly. Still on the floor, he held your hand and looked up. Ta, I am sorry. Please forgive me, Jan. Please. You were looking ahead, your face expressionless, as if you didn't hear a word. Jan, leave me alone. He pleaded for another 10 minutes, but you again asked him to leave, and he walked out. After a few days, you were having your breakfast in the kitchen when Taehyung appeared and sat in front of you. Ta, don't eat anything oily. He forwarded you a glass of juice that you ignored. Ta, how are you doing? You didn't answer and lowered your head on your plate. He served himself and took a bite, but it felt tasteless. Ta, should we go for outing? Wanna go somewhere? Today he managed to face you, but your silence was breaking him. Ta, we can go for shopping. His words died in his throat when you threw the plate of your food on the floor. You stepped down the chair and your face was red. Jean, what do you think of yourself? Jan, you have power, so you will do anything and it will be all fine. You yelled and he heard you while his lips were sealed. Jan, you forced me, caged me here, and now you are guilty, so I just forgive you and move on. Why? You hit the glass on the wall as anger stirred more inside you. He also stood from his place. Ta, Jan, I am sorry. Jan, that is not enough. You screamed with tears, and your throat was hurting. Maids and nurses were hiding in corners and pity your state as you looked insane. He held your arms. Ta, calm down, Jan, please. Jan, your sorry cannot heal anything. Your tears were falling on his heart like acid. Ta, tell me what should I do? Tell me, I will do anything for you. You stared at him with bloodshot eyes and wet face. Jan, just die. Your own soul gasped at your words, and Taehyung's hands fell down. You went back to your room, and he didn't know for how long he had stood there. 3 months passed, and Taehyung rarely comes in front of you. He stopped visiting you at night. A part of you missed him, but you would never accept that. Today, you were sitting in the lounge when Joe came. Joe, oh Jan, it's nice to see you. You did not talk to him, Joe. I came to take some documents that Taehyung forgot. He asked the servant to bring the files and sat down there. Joe, if I had not seen you that day in the hospital and called him, then things might be different. You looked at him, Joe. I followed you up and found out that you were about to abort the child, and so I told Taehyung. But then your doctor said that you had changed your mind at the last moment. But the misunderstanding already happened. You asked yourself that would you really stop and things would be normal today. Shan, you better leave. Joe, I wish you people settle down. Taehyung is on a route that robbed your attention. Joe, he is intentionally involving with every mafia as if he doesn't want to live. That clenched your heart, but you didn't let it show by your face. He left after he got files, and you were restless now. You didn't go to your room at night, staying in kitchen. You were waiting for Taehyung. He came late and looked extremely tired. Jan, you are late. He was surprised as he saw you. Ta, why are you still awake? Jan, do I need to explain you? Ta, I am just worried for you. Sleepless nights gave him dark circles that gave him a look of someone who never slept. Jan, come on. Your all worries are for the child. He put the jacket on the chair and reached to you. Ta, you are my first priority, Jan. You faked a laugh and looked at him. Hate in your eyes pinched his heart. Jan, now I am your first priority when you know I can die. While Da, please don't say that. He palmed your face and looked deep in your eyes. Da, I will do not let you die. Joe's words echoed in the back of your head, and you wished that he had never came to hospital that day. Both of your eyes watered. Da, it's impossible to live without you, Jean. It's impossible. I never had a family, and now when I got a chance, then it's so. You sobbed, and he picked your tears with his. Jan, you should come home on time if you want to raise a child. You removed his hands, and the shell that was about to break again covered your emotions. Ta, I will not do that alone. Jan, you have to because I will leave. You did not stop more as his teary eyes were hurting you. Time was flying, and a few days were left for in delivery. You didn't had any proper conversation with Taehyung after that interaction in the kitchen. He mostly stayed out, and for a few times you caught a glimpse of him with bruised face and shirt stained with. You had sealed your heart and were determined to leave him. Suddenly today you felt contractions, and it was painful. Team of doctors and nurses gathered around you. They told you that it's time for the baby. You had prepared yourself for this, but still your heartbeat raced up. Yan, someone called Taehyung. You never thought you would say these words, but being lonely with that dying pain was horrible. Rosie, we are trying, but he is unreachable. You were screaming and writhing in pain. You remember Taehyung's promise he made when you both came to know gender of the baby. I know it will be painful, but I will be with you. I promise. But he was not there as you were in labor prior to your date. Rosie, Jan, you can do this. Be strong. Jan, no, without Taehyung I cannot. After a painful, slow passing 2 hours, you gave birth to a beautiful and healthy son. Rosie, he is so pretty. Have you thought any name? You look at him for once. Jan, any update from Taehyung? Rosie, no, I think he is stuck in some work. Jan, is my passport ready? She nodded with confusion. Jan, pack my things. I will leave. Rosie, what? How can you? What about your son? Jan, I have no right on him. To be continued. Thanks for watching and love you all.